going on, dudes and dudettes? So yes, Duke finally did hire a brand new head coach for their team, and it was the defensive coordinator for Penn State recently in Manny Diaz. He was, right before this, I think he was fired from, I think it was Miami, so he will be playing against Miami once again in the ACC, but he did pretty good right before that job. Was doing good there too, just wasn't getting enough good recruits and all that stuff. He did have a 500 record when he got fired at the time and turned around Penn State's defense really quickly, and it's most likely going to get a lot of these guys drafted after being there a couple years. They're going to get drafted pretty high on the defensive side. So yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing what he can do. And a lot of his ex-staff that were with him in Miami and some other places are also already on Duke's staff. So maybe that was another thing that brought him to the place where he could already have people he can trust and be able to recruit for him already, especially because a lot of defensive recruits were still committed, and obviously he's on the defensive side, so it all works out as of right now. So definitely very excited about this hire, and let's go Duke. And then speaking of Bronny James, yes, we heard from Coach Andy Einfeld that he was fully cleared. Been practicing, and yes, he will make his debut this Sunday against Long Beach State. I believe that's who they're playing. So it didn't say if he's gonna start, didn't say how much playing time, but either way, it'd be fun to see him finally get out there. And luckily, because the Lakers do play Saturday, hopefully they don't play Sunday, and because LeBron said he was gonna miss the game either way. But yes, it's gonna be pretty fun. I think it's pretty early too, at 1 o'clock. So even if the Lakers played at 7 o'clock that night, he should still be able to play for the Lakers. But either way, be able to make his triumphant return from having that cardiac arrest, which was pretty crazy over the summer. Just glad he's back close to 100% healthy and will be contributing to this USC team, hopefully, down the stretch going into March Madness. So definitely looking forward to that. And speaking of his father, yes, the Lakers did play tonight in that in-season tournament, as I mentioned in the last video, against the New Orleans Pelicans, and it was close for the first half, but then LeBron and the whole team started going off, and next thing you know, they already won by like 30. That score was 133-89, and LeBron had 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists, which is pretty crazy because I think both him and Anthony Davis did not play the whole fourth quarter, which was nice. So overall, it's a nice big victory. It does kind of suck because would have hoped for a matchup with the Milwaukee Bucks, but they lost that game prior to Indiana. So it will be the Pacers versus the Lakers on Saturday for the in-season tournament championship, the first one that's being held in Vegas right now. But yeah, the Pacers always seem to have the Lakers number. It always seems to go down to the last second, and it's usually with the Lakers losing, which sucks. So definitely not really 100% looking forward to this, but LeBron looks motivated, so he'll probably just try to want to win the first one. He'll try as much as he can, so hoping for a Lakers win, but either way, good luck to both those teams. So USC football did make a couple more offers that I did see on X. They offered the Oregon State defensive back Jermod McCoy and a running back in Samuel Franklin from, I believe the school is called UTM. I believe they're in Texas, but might be like a Division II, Division III school. But he looks pretty talented. He looks like an Aaron Jones, the guy who plays running back for the Packers the last handful of years. So could be pretty interesting with him with a couple years of eligibility left. And McCoy, yeah, they've always been a pretty good defense the past handful of years, Oregon State. So it's not bad to be able to go after those type of guys and those type of players. So either way, looking forward to seeing any of these guys end up on the roster or not. And I believe even the ex-Duke player, Jordan Waters, said he's been contacted by multiple teams, like almost 10 plus teams already. And of course, USC was one of those teams. So hoping he will be jumping to one of, if not my school, at the other school instead of returning back to Duke, because it doesn't seem like he will be. But yes, at least USC is doing their homework and looking to get a really good player on their roster. And an ex-USC offensive lineman, Austin Jackson, recently signed a 3-year extension around $36 million. Could be bumped up to like $39, I believe, with the Miami Dolphins. So that's pretty cool for him being able to get that extension signed. It's always kind of weird when they do that during the middle of the season, but I guess it's just if you agree, might as well just get it done and not have to wait till the off season and maybe he ends up leaving you. So either way, congrats to him. I'll make your money down there. And is it South Beach, Miami? Yeah. So either way, congrats to him. And then Coach John Shire of Duke recently did say that the official diagnosis for Tyrese Proctor is a sprained ankle, and there is no timetable for his return, which sucks because he says he's working hard to try to get back as soon as possible. But as of right now, there is no timetable. So as long as Duke stays above water and gets into the tournament and gets at least, they have to probably go far in the ACC tournament as well. But they only have 2 losses right now, so not really worried about it too much. But they do play Saturday, so we'll see how that roster looks like, of how many changes he did make or not. So we'll see. And an ex-USC basketball player, Drew Peterson, who I believe is with the G League team of the Miami Heat, recently went off in a nice performance. He had 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists as well. So congrats to him. Obviously, it pretty much seemed like Miami took in a UCLA guy they drafted and brought in Drew Peterson as an unsigned, undrafted guy. And they look pretty good so far. So, of course, Lakers don't bother doing any homework on both those guys. But we'll see if Peterson ends up getting called up and playing with the regular team, because that could be pretty awesome for him early in his career. Then the Anaheim Ducks have lost their last 2 games, sadly. Since we last spoke a couple days ago, they did lose to Colorado 2-3, and tonight they lost to Chicago 0-1. And I think that was the first time the first 2 top picks, because Chicago had the first and the Ducks had the second, faced off. So yes, sadly, the Blackhawks won, but either way, hoping they will get back on the winning front soon at some point. And yes, the wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. of Ohio State recently said in an interview that, he would return all this hardware that he's most likely going to win this year for a chance to not only beat Michigan, but also be playing for a national championship. And obviously he's not going to be able to do that this year, and he did lose to Michigan again, back-to-back years. But he's also pretty much saying that he's left his NFL future on hold and might be returning back to Ohio State. And I'm kind of wondering if this is leaving the opportunity for Caleb Williams as to the reason why he's been taking his time, because a lot of people had mentioned, a lot of the rumors were that Harrison Jr. was going to enter the portal this last offseason and come to USC. Did not happen. Now these rumors are swirling again, and Caleb has not officially declared for the draft. So maybe these guys get together, strike up a conversation about coming back for one more year, balling out, and most likely getting picked top 5 overall picks in the following season's draft. So either way, that would be pretty freaking awesome for USC and their fans and myself, obviously. But dreamers can dream, right? But still, like I said, no official news on Caleb, and Marvin Harrison Jr. still hasn't officially said yes or no, and I'm not even 100% sure if he's playing in that bowl game for Ohio State either or not. But yeah, that would be pretty awesome, because like I just said, it would be awesome. So yes, thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe, comment down below, let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.